I will not go my way to just say things to defame people.
Popular content creator Bernard Kwejo Amoafo, popularly known as Kwejo Sheldon, has been in the content creation business for about 5 years. His content, which he posts on his social media platforms, often generates lots of conversations and controversies. With almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, the digital creator, more often than not, has been called out for bullying through the content he puts out.
If you don't have an issue, you don't have an issue. Most of the time, they are just mad that we are talking, like you are too young talking about them. Most of the time, they don't have anything to say. If I say something defamatory about you, take me to court. That is how it works. Someone has been sued 60,000 Ghana cedis for defamation or whatever. Do it. Let us test the laws. We will talk about them. If I decide not to talk about you, I can decide that today I will not talk about you. But once you are in the public limelight, once you are doing, so if they release their songs, they should listen to it in their houses.
As the rate of unemployment increases, more people with access to smartphones and airtime are racing to venture into the lucrative digital content creation market. However, some of these content posted often leaves the subject at the center of conversations feeling angry, embarrassed, and anxious. This is a reflection of UNICEF's statistics, which shows that 34% of respondents in sub-Saharan Africa say they have been victims of online bullying, such as having embarrassing pictures posted without permission, having their private messages forwarded without consent, or having rumors about them spread online. But comedian Obi Amponsa believes some Ghanaians are just being hypocritical.
How somebody reacts to a joke, it's not for you, the comedian, to determine. It is for you, the comedian, to crack the jokes for them to laugh. And once you achieve that, that is very important. If you do not like a joke that a comedian is cracking, you just leave the place. I'm cracking a joke about Adventists, and then you sit there and you laugh at it. And then it's time to talk about Jehovah's Witnesses. And then you are a Jehovah's Witness and I'm cracking joke about Jehovah's Witnesses and you get offended. Then you are being quite hypocritical.
Although Ghana has no clear legislation in relation to online harassment, provisions such as Articles 12 and 18, subsections 2 of the 1992 Constitution, spell out the provisions guaranteeing the protection of the rights and freedom of others.
It has very, very drastic and catastrophic effects on the mental psyche of these guys growing up. So they thought it wise to enact legislation. But in places like here, Ghana and most other emerging democracies, that problem has not been grasped with. But that does not mean that because there's no special law enacted by a parliament to deal with it, there isn't one, because in such cases, as always, they have to fall back on the existing laws that covers the area. So our laws on abusive behavior, threatening behavior, harassment, intimidation, that are already in the Criminal Code of Ghana, will be used to basically treat offenders.
Many agree that despite the many advantages the internet has brought, it has turned to serve as a double-edged sword by posing some threats to users, which highlights the need for a multi-stakeholder approach in efforts to vouch for legislation and policies that ensure safe online spaces. Reporting for GHOne News, Benes Soniele.